Hello great people, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. It is no more play as usual again, as Nigerians are ready to go the extra mile to hold their leaders responsible for anything that they had promised them to do, for them to do it. In other words, for a government like that of a democratic government like that of Nigeria, one of the key responsibilities that they are meant to carry out is protection of life and property. If you notice, Biafra local government area has been in the news for quite a long time now, and the people of Biafra have decided to storm your state governor's office. No more joke again, because this thing is getting out of hand. And guess what? For me, I feel this is a right step in the right direction. Igboho is there doing his own thing and pushing hard to ensure at least he can protect the territories and also realize his tall dream of making Yoruba land an independent country of its own. At the same time, the people are making sure, even if they cannot be as strong as Igboho, they are taking steps, and this is a good one, I tell you. But first of all, before we go into details of the news, let's look at the content of the news. After then, we'll look at what Nigerians are saying, and then what will you be saying in the comment section. But before we continue, if you're not subscribed, hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. Youths from various parts of your state have stormed the state secretariat at Ogodi to register their displeasure against the in-season killing by criminal headsmen in Ibaraba land, Okeogun, and other parts of the state. The youths are also protesting the arrest and remand of 3 members of the Oduwa People Congress in prison on the order of the court. The 3 members were part of the vigilante group that captured the dreaded Fulani header in Ibaraba land, Iskilu Wakili. They were later charged with murder and arson and were reprimanded in police custody. The protesters, who are mainly from Ibaraba land, stormed the secretariat where the governor office is located at about 10:40 a.m. to register their displeasure about security issues in the area. Armed with placards with various inscriptions denouncing killing, kidnapping, and massive destruction of farms and other atrocities, one of the organizers of the protest, Oladiran Oladokun, who is also the convener of Iganga Development Associate, disclosed on the sideline of the protest that the arraignment and remand of the 3 OPC members was a signal to many Nigerians that security agents should be left alone to do their job. He said Wakili terrorized the people for so long, and despite their refusal to arrest him, the OPC members and others risked their lives to arrest the old header, but they were detained by the police on the same day. Oladokun said, "We are here to protest the arrest and remand of the 3 OPC members in prison. These men are heroes. They risked their life to arrest Wakili, who has terrorized the people of Kajola, Ayete, and other villages. They went to Wakili's place and arrested him, but the police turned against them and detained them. This is a bad signal to Nigerians on security issues. Recall, there had been growing insecurity in Ibaraba land where suspected Fulani headsmen have killed and kidnapped farmers and other residents." For me, this is a good step in the right direction. We shouldn't be sitting back quiet. Yeah, a lot of people may say, how long have we been protesting? What are the results it has yielded? At least, even if nothing has happened, but at least it's a way of telling the state governor that he is not performing well. It's an indication that his dismal performance is taken into consideration and the people can no longer be with him. But before we go into further analysis, let's look at what Nigerians have to say. And this one says, a country where illegality is the order of the day. Nigeria needs help ASAP. And that's true. I really pity Makinde for playing with insecurity. By now, a permanent Amotekun and OPC base should have been established in Iganga. He probably still thinks it is all politics. The one saying insecurity in your state has never been this bad. Makinde should sit up because the masses change it for him. Before the masses change it for him, his body language and handling of the insecurity problem of the state is not encouraging at all. Another Nigerian says, seriously, from my observation, there's still some mystery to be unraveled about these headsmen. A crime is perpetrated. They'll say it's headsmen. Fulani and Fulani men leader will deny it. Then who did it? Or is it the devil playing game with us? My brother, they know who did it. This one here says, Makinde should sit up and pressure the CP to release the detained OPC members. They have no case to answer. I expect those guys to have a high-power legal defense by now, or where are all these donations? Wakili first lied that OPC killed his fictional wife. When asked for evidence, he then changed the story that his house were burned. This one say here, sorry. And this person says here, the way things are going, it seems as if these guys are playing politics with people's lives. The gap between Yorubas and the Hausa Almajiri is closing up day by day. Poverty at instant level, insecurity at its peak, influx of terrorism, weak people who are beginning to lose grasp of the greatness of their ancestors. Our women turning to prostitute, doing service all the way in cost. This one here says, I thought Chief Ibowo making noise everywhere had conquered the headsmen in Biafra land. He is just making noise everywhere. Let the youths and vigilante unite and push these headsmen out. God be with our vigilante farmers and other vigilante. My brother, the guy is doing his best. The truth is that one hand cannot remove lice on the hair. You understand? No matter how powerful the hand, whether you use the thumb, whether you use the middle hand, whether you use the last hand, last finger, it cannot remove all alone, single-handedly remove, lice from the hair. It requires a coming together of the people. Iboho has done his bit. The question is, what have we individually done to see how we can correct some of this ill? Because the truth is that it's biting deep every day into our country, into our individual states. I think the state government must be held responsible in that direction, because we can no longer tolerate this. It's been there for as long as now, and it's no more interesting. How can every day the only story that is rolled out from the north, south, east, and west is only revolving around the haters? No other place, just the haters. And it's not interesting, I'm telling you. It's high time Nigeria wake up and we do the needful. And this shouldn't just be in Ibaraba land local government alone. It should also be everywhere. By the time we take mat and sleep in front of their offices and they notice that they don't even have space, by the time Nigerians begin to act otherwise, we hear the governor coming, everybody will just leave their cars on the road. Let him come and carry each of the car because of their lack of interest in the problems of Nigeria. I feel they will know that Nigerians are serious about this. We can't continue like this. The issue has been there staring at our face, and people are playing games with it. Biafra land has been wrecked by these people. And despite the fact that OPC stepped up to handle the issue, you now, instead of the police to release them freely and allow them to go, they say they committed arson, they committed murder, they committed this. But how about when this Fulani man was busy, Wakili was busy committing all amount of havoc in that area, all amount of killing in that area? What was done to him? It's high time we don't sit back. It's high time these protests begin to increase. Possibly what they are looking for is the next NSAS protest. I pray that it won't get to that. But if they want it, so they'll get it. I like to leave it. They go to